So I have a student who asked a very good question, which was, why should we fuck with UWorld at all if NBME is going to prepare us sufficiently for USMLE? Now, he's basing this statement off of the fact that clearly I've inculcated to the point of annoyance for many of you because I talk about this a lot. The fact that you should be memorizing NBMEs 20 through 30 for step 1 as well as for step 2, 6 through 11, and all the clinical mastery series forms, because all of the CBSE, all of the NBME material is the same as the real USMLE, okay? I've made tons of clips on that stuff. But the question here is, well, if all of the NBME content is the real USMLE, why the fuck are we dealing with UWorld? Why bother with UWorld? And the answer is, and especially as per my recommendations, right? Even if unconventional at this point in time, still. The reason is because the explanations for the USMLE questions are still lacking. 25 through 30 have explanations. They're not great, okay? But they at least have explanations. They're in their preliminary or beta phase that will probably get upgraded over time. That's my guess. But we only have explanations for 25 through 30 and then for 9 through 11 for 2CK. That's insufficient, in my view, for general USMLE prep. When you're further out from your exam, UWorld has the utility of many thousands of questions, 2,200 to 3,800. It was 2,200 when I did the exam 10 years ago. Now it's fucking 3,800. It's superfluous. I've talked about that as well. The point is, you have a lengthy Q bank with thorough explanations, and that still provides significant utility at this point in time. Now, what NBME should do is essentially release 5 to 10 more forms with explanations. So if we have currently 6 online forms and we release 10 new forms, okay, we go 31 through 40, okay? Now we're talking 2,000 to 3,000 questions, okay, with explanations. And that will begin the process of obviating the need, making unnecessary the need for UWorld. Okay, that'll begin the process of unraveling UWorld as this deity of a resource. Okay, resources are constantly evolving. I mean, when I sat for the exam a decade ago, you have resources like Pathoma that didn't even fucking exist. Okay, and people were using other resources like Firecracker and Kaplan Notes, which today would be a big waste of your fucking time, okay? So resources are evolving, and it might come to people's surprise that in, e.g., 5 years' time, rather than everyone obsessing over UWorld, it might be the case where, well, we've literally got 15, 16 online NBME exams for step 1. It's a pass-fail exam at that point in time, 5 years from now. Clearly from next January, it'll be pass-fail. And people will say, well, I'm just going to go through the NBME content. And it's possible that NBME is doing this behind the scenes. Okay, they might be aware of this and say, well, we're going to release new forms, and we are going to be the source of the monetization for all of these students, rather than everyone pouring their resources into UWorld. Okay, there's a lot of speculation, but the student's original question, as far as why bother with UWorld, it's because at this point in time, having a large Q bank with lots of thorough explanations is very helpful. It is. And until the NBME releases many new forms with thorough explanations, we will still have UWorld as our gold standard. But that's my prediction. Within a 5-year period, if NBME releases forms with good explanations, we are slowly going to see that unraveling, that evanescence of UWorld. You know the deal. I'm going to continue producing more content. If you like my stuff, subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate your time. That's it.